Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to a new recording. We are going to do something a little bit different today. We are going to do a tier list of all the fully evolved Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is going to have spoilers. If you don't want to see spoilers, I recommend you click out of the video or just put me in the background. If you like this content and stuff like that, leave a like, subscribe so I know to do more stuff. But let's look at all the final evolutions that were leaked out before this is like pre-DLC and stuff like that. So before the game. Let's get the hype train going. So we're going to start off with the starters. So this is Sprigatito's starter. I'm going to be honest, I give it like a solid B. It looks like a weed cat. Started out as a weed cat, finishes off as a weed cat. I think the design is cool. I kind of like the back and the little mask. So I think a solid B for it. And then next we got Fuecoco's. This is pretty much becomes a big gator. I'm actually kind of disappointed with Fuecoco's final evolution. I think it's actually, I don't know. I think it's still B, but I put it lower than Sprigatito's. Like I really like Fuecoco's first form, but man, its final form doesn't hit as strong as I thought it would be. Thought it would be a little bit cooler. And then the last one we have is the water starter. Our little German bird who becomes very weird. I'm honest to God, I feel like they're gonna be in C, like a high C. I'm not meshing with it. I am not meshing with that final evolution for them. Yeah, I think for the starters, this is where it's gonna be. I think Sprigatito still has the best final form, and I'm still not a huge fan of it, to be honest. But next up, we have Lechonk's line, and Lechonk. It's I like Lechonk as a cute little pig. It finishes off as a bigger pig, pretty solid. I don't think I was expecting anything crazy from it. I'm gonna put it in B. I think it's a little bit higher than Fuecoco. Is it? Yeah, I would say it's higher than Fuecoco's. So we're gonna put that there. It's a B. It's like in the middle of the pack. B. The next one we see is an evolution for Dunsparce, and it's just a bigger Dunsparce. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy Dunsparce has an evolution, and I think this is a great meme. It's just gonna be S tier. This is just S tier. Hands down. Nothing beats this. This is just great. It's just memes. Like, oh, what does Dunsparce turn into? Fucking big Dunsparce. That's it. There you go. The show's over. You got your evolution. Go home. Leave us alone now. Now we got this spider bug thing. It looks kind of cool. I like the green. I like the face and stuff like that. Um, I would say over compared to other bug types we've gotten, I think it's actually pretty cool. I'm actually gonna put it. I don't think it's an A tier type of thing. Because to be A tier, you gotta get a little bit more cool with the design. Um, but I think it's gonna be a solid B. I think it's in the B tier. Next up on our list, let's. You know what? Let's do a Farig Giraffe. I think Farig Giraffe is a solid A. I'm just gonna say it here. Moving the tail to the head and stuff like that. It looks cool. I like what they did. I like the name for it. It's a really nice way of doing it. And it's nice to see. Next up, we will go with this. Dude. The thing that sucks about it is you really can't understand it. This picture is freaking ass. I'm gonna put it here. No, you're below, because at least I can understand freaking Quaxly's final evolution. This one, I'm gonna be honest to you, straight. This is a D. Yeah, this is just D. Yeah, you're not cool. You're kind of lame. You're just like a tree. You're a bush. You're like, oh well. Now the crab. I like the crab. It's a big crab, but it's just a crab. But he's derpy. I think he's low B. Low B, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. That's just a low B for me. Could be cooler. Um, our little frog boy that we got seen with the trailer. Hmm, that's an A. That's A. I prefer it over for Rig Giraffe. I think this is a straight A. I love his design. I think it's cool. I like that it does like the basilisk, that the eyes on the side are fake. His eyes are actually in the middle and stuff like that. It's also cool to see that he's a final evolution as well. So I'm gonna put him in the middle. He deserves to be. He deserves to be in the A tier, top A tier right now, until we see something better. The next one is a spider. Hmm. I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's kind of mid. It's just a spider. Doesn't seem like a lot of cool stuff coming from it. Yeah. Now, dog. Big ghost dog. So, we've seen his pre-evolution form, and he just turns into a bigger dog. That is fine. I think ghost dog is like top of B. Actually, no. They'll be an A. They'll be an A. I would say after Farig Giraffe. Dog is always good. You can't just knock the dog. That would suck. Next we have a looks like an emu or an ostrich. I like the colors, the yellow and brown. Looks like this may be like flying. It's fast. It's not a D tier. I'm gonna say upper C. I like its colors. I think it needs a little bit more to make it go up to B. I think it just doesn't have enough going for it. Now this is Wiglet's evolution, and it's Duck Trio. It's just the Wiglet Duck Trio, and I mean we kind of expected it since it's supposed to like mimic Duck Trio, but to be honest, Duck Trio wasn't even that cool of a design. Uh, you're you're gonna be in D tier. I'm sorry. Like I see you change colors, but that's pretty much it. I've never been a fan of Doug Trio's design, anyways. Thought it was always kind of lame. So you kind of fall under D tier for this too. Now this looks cool. This is like a big catfish. This looks like Wishmer's a Wishcash cooler cousin. Wishcash was a cool design. So for this guy, I think he deserves to be an A or high B. Yeah, I think he deserves to be an A. No, he's way cooler than these two. Yeah, I like his design. Also, for the next fish we have, looks pretty neat. Reminds me of Barracuda. But I don't think it's cooler than Big Wish Cash over here. But it is cooler than Bug. So I think it deserves to be in the top of B. Next is Superhero Dolphin. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's cool. They get to be they get to be, you know what? They get to be up here in the S. I like their design. I think it's neat. I think it's cool. They deserve to be here. It's like a dolphin that just gets to be a superhero. And I'm all here for it. Next is pepper plants that are like dinosaurs. You get to be here in A. Yeah. Actually, looking at this, you're getting dropped to B. Yeah, I'm sorry. But this guy's cool. So I don't think I could put that many of y'all in A tier. Some of y'all gotta get knocked down. And we still got a lot to go. Next we have the bike. I'm gonna be honest. They're kinda lame. They're going in D. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. This worm, F tier. I'm gonna be honest. They're lame. I'm not even gonna think about it. But next we got four mice. Or yeah, they're just gonna be here. D tier. Sorry. You're better than the tree, but you're way worse. You're worse than Wiglet, at least. Actually, no, you're better because there's one more of you. So there you go. It's a numbers game. Now, this bad boy here, I'm a big fan of. They showed it already. I'm putting it in A tier. It's above that big wish cache. I like it. It looks cool. I dig it. Next we have what looks like to be like a Godzilla. Yeah, it goes in S tier. I'm not gonna lie. I like the design. I'm a sucker for cool looking dragons. Next we have a fish. Yeah, here you go. You could keep company next to the worm. Cyclical, um, B tier. I'm gonna be honest. It's like a B tier. Yeah, I like it more than yeah. If I would put it like this, the little hamster mouse that thought was supposed to be a Pikachu clone, but now it's like has 3 evolutions, which is wild. It goes in C. Actually, you're above that emu. Parrots, you go here. You're not as bad as these, but you're still kind of lame. Flamingos, they go here as well. This looks like this is supposed to be like a stork. It's too plain. It's it's above the tree. Actually, no, the tree goes down here too. I just realized, why am I putting this up in D? This thing goes to hang out here. And I guess the birds are all hanging here because they don't look that cool. This bird does. And I feel like it should be like in the upper C. They really didn't make that many cool bird designs, it looks like, for this gen, which kind of sucks. Because Gen A had such nice designs for birds, especially like Corviknight. That was such a cool design. This basalt monolith is a B tier. I would put it above you guys. Anything above you. I really like it. This flower. Uh, no, you're above. You're like upper D. You're. I really don't mess with it. It doesn't look. I like the colors. but it's so bland. Like, it really doesn't have anything else going for it. Now, the I'm a big fan of. Uh, I think it goes in S tier. I like the II. The poison type they showed up for us. I'll put this here. Actually, you're above the dolphin. And now this is Fido's evolution. This is A tier. This is just straight up A. You go right here. I like this a lot. This design for this one looks actually pretty cool. I think you're below the crab though. And Lechonk, I just like Lechonk's line. And then we have, this looks like Delmise, but as like a bramble. So different. I like the colors. And I like the thorns it has. But I feel like it's just a C tier. Like, it doesn't have much else going for it. So I'm going to put it in upper C. I think it's better than most of in C. To me personally. Yeah. This Pokemon, to be honest, looks really weird. And I really can't explain what it is. Because I have no clue. We're going to put you in the F tier. You make no sense. Now this parallel Dawn fan up here in the S tier. Like you're with the greats. You look cool. Parallel freaking Among Us up here in the greats. I really like it. I like the changes they did to it. Now parallel Magneton, it's B. It's like a solid B. I would say you're above. Yeah, you're like in the top of B. Jigglypuff, parallel. You you're like D tier. I don't mess with it. Mischievous, same. Lower D, upper D. Volcarona, eight. This is an A tier. A tier. It's way better than any of y'all. The Salamence up here in S. The other Dawn fan, not as good as the primal one. I'm gonna say. I'm actually gonna put it in lower A. I don't think it's as good. The Volcarona futuristic for the parallel, same. I don't think it's as cool as Primal's version. I think it's gonna be down here. I would say. Ariyama, kind of whack. You're gonna be here in the middle of C. Hydreigon's upper A. I like it. Tyranitar's A. Delibirds S tier. I like Delibirds. This parallel Pokemon. Sheesh. It's getting hard where to put the parallels. To be honest, I think Volcarona is like the strongest of the A's down here. This one, I really feel it should be like right here. The Snow Leopard Legendary, I like, but I wish it had more. It feels so plain looking at it from here. I think it's upper C. This little gremlin, great. Wonderful. I love it. It's baby. It goes here. This looks kind of lame. I really feel like you're just gonna be up here. Slug with grass. You're. You know what? I just realized this emu. After looking at like all of these, this emu goes dropped into E2. You're lame. You're just so plain and boring. Like you don't deserve to be in that tier. Like I really do feel the birds got gypped out of this. This is cute. I like this one. They deserve to be in B tier. B kind of got flustered. I don't know where everyone will be arranged specifically, but if they're in B, they're pretty nice design. Now the legendaries of the game, the box legendaries, they're both A's. I like both of them. If it was to compare these two, I like the primal one over the futuristic, but they're still really good. Now with the armors, both S's. They're very close to each other in my favorability of design. I really like how they look. I like their color palette. It's a really nice stuff. This looks like a Tentacruel. I like the coloring of this. I would say A tier. Somewhere in A. Bisharp got an evolution. It looks neat. But I don't. The helmet itself, I don't like. I like it, but not that much. I'm gonna put it in B. Wooper's evolution, adorable, S tier. If you disagree, you're wrong. And this monkey thing, we're gonna finish it off with putting it. I feel like in B. I don't think it's an A tier. Well, this is pretty much my tier list for at least the final evolutions. This is not the all the designs in the game, but I thought maybe just doing the final evolutions. I think overall this game, for the final evolutions at least, has some really solid designs that I personally like. I really do feel sad for bird types because like they look really plain and boring, and which kind of sucks. But I would say most of these are really good. Comment down what you believe should be the proper tier list. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, well, actually, you're just wrong. But I hope you guys are hyped for this game that comes out in less than a week. Because I know I am. And tell me which game you're going to be playing. I'm personally going to be going with Scarlet first, and then going with Violet. But tell me down in the comments below. And if you guys like this, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.